Exhibitions. This is actually a joint venture partnership between UBM, who are the organisers of IFSEC this week, and also Montgomery Exhibitions, who we formed an alliance basically to develop IFSEC Securex in Johannesburg as the most prestigious event in South Africa, but also as a vehicle to grow business opportunities for companies across Africa. And our first foray, our first actual exhibition is scheduled, the West Africa one, based in Nigeria. UBM are a FTSE listed company. We have over 6,500 staff in over 30 countries. As I said, we've got a long experience in organising IFSEC. This is actually the 38th year of IFSEC. And Montgomery Exhibitions, they are actually pioneers really of international trade exhibitions. They've been big in Asia and in Africa for a number of years, and set up their offices in Africa, in South Africa, in 1967, and they're now actually the largest African exhibition organisers, where they trade under the name of Specialised Exhibitions. So we're very pleased to have joined this, established this joint venture. And from our point of view, we very much tend to approach the markets via a global outlook on a local approach. And by that, I mean we have local operations that understand the local needs of the market, whilst providing access to our global network of clients, media partners, sales agents and databases, and hopefully we can therefore bring buyers and sellers together. Most importantly, we do have a real pride and passion in creating the best possible events for our communities, and we certainly hope to emulate that within West Africa. So as I mentioned, we do organise already Africa's most prestigious and well-established security event, held annually in Johannesburg. We work with the various peak trade associations in doing that. I know there's some members from South Africa in the room, from the South African Security Institute. And we attract around about 5,500 visitors and over 200 exhibitors every year in Johannesburg. As you're quite possibly aware, South Africa is quite a mature market, and many of the South African companies are now looking at growing opportunities across Africa, and certainly West Africa is one of the most attractive regions, particularly Nigeria and Ghana. So why have we chosen South Africa? Well, if you look at the facts, it's not hard to see why. Nigeria has the highest population in Africa. It currently stands at around 148 million, but this is set to grow to 200 million by 2025. Lagos itself is set to become the world's third largest city by 2015, after Mumbai and Tokyo, and is experiencing good economic growth. It's running at about 7% prior to the economic turmoil that we've recently experienced, but it's still growing at around 4%, I think it is currently, and hopefully that will continue. Nigeria also has Africa's second largest stock market, also one of the fastest growing telecommunications sectors, and of course it's best known for its vast oil reserves, and it's currently, I think it's the 12th largest producer of oil and the 8th largest exporter worldwide. So, you know, as a country there is opportunities, and there is money within the government to spend on security systems, and that leads me on to security issues. I think we're all aware that, you know, like every country, Nigeria and Ghana do have security issues, fraud, robberies, turf war. Down in the Delta region, you've probably heard of kidnapping. These things do happen. Employee theft is also quite common. So there really is a real need to bring quality security products to the country, and at the moment there is no current forum to do that, to bring buyers and sellers together, and that's why I think we welcome such a large delegation to IFSEC here this week. I think for the last 2 years running, they have the Nigerians have brought the largest inward mission to IFSEC in the UK. We're very glad to welcome you again, but we are hoping to establish this forum for you in Lagos. We have consulted extensively with the Nigerian security market. We've done recent scoping visits, and it's important for us to establish close partnerships with the industries that we go into, and I'm pleased to say we have formed those, and I'll talk a little bit about those in a moment. But I think the main point I want to make is the timing we feel is right. It's absolutely the right opportunity to get into the West African market, and we hope to be able to provide you with the opportunity to do so. So as I've said, in order to succeed, we appreciate that forming the right partnerships, mutually beneficial partnerships, is important. We have a track record in doing that at all of our events. So here we partner with the BSAA, Security Institute, ASIS, and so on. In Nigeria, we've managed to gain the support of the government and the local trade associations. We have the Ministry of Interior. They are the government department responsible for security and policing, and they have given us their support. We also have the Nigerian Security and Civil Defence Corps, who are the regulators of the private security industry, and again they've given us their backing for this event. I'm very pleased that we are bringing the event to Nigeria. We also have the Nigerian Police Force, the State Security Services, and as I mentioned earlier, UK Trade and Investment have also been very supportive. In terms of the local trade associations, we've got the Security and Safety Practitioner Associations, so ASIS, the Nigerian Institute for Industrial Security, the Association of Private Security Practitioners of Nigeria, the Society of Security Practitioners of Nigeria, the Nigerian Institute of Safety Professionals, and also the Fire Protection Association of Nigeria. So all of the key partnerships are in place to help make this event a success. So the event itself, well, we are staging it in Lagos, which is the commercial centre for Nigeria. It's absolutely the right place to hold the event. It's where all of the major multinationals have their offices, all the banks have their offices there, and recently they have just built a fabulous modern venue that we'll be hosting this event at. It's at the Echo Hotel. They spent $40 million, and it really is a state-of-the-art venue. In terms of the event, we're expecting between 70 and 100 exhibitors in year one. I would imagine probably 60 to 70% of those exhibitors will be international, but we hope to have strong representation from the local market, although there isn't much of a manufacturing base in Nigeria. It's mainly through systems integrators and distributors. That's the main channel. As I mentioned, the event will only be a success with the partnerships, and we're looking at making sure that the event is representative of what the industry requires. So we're working hard on having the right educational content. We are having a conference with the latest technologies and best practices. We are looking at bringing a police conference where we're going to be bringing over police expertise from the UK to ensure that we get the right government audience to the show. And we're also undertaking research which is being backed by the British Security Industry Association. We're using Frost & Sullivan, who've got an excellent reputation in emerging markets and in the security industry. And that is all about getting a greater understanding of the market and helping not only UK companies but international companies on expanding their operations in the country. So we'll obviously be sharing that with our partners and with all the exhibiting companies, and that's a project that's literally just about to kick off. So we hope to have the results of that in probably 6 to 8 weeks. We also want to make the event as easy as possible for exhibitors to attend. So for that reason, we've created a sort of turnkey package whereby the shell package is a walk-on package. You'll have the electrics, the lighting, the furniture. So that is designed to make it as easy as possible for you to attend. And of course, security is also paramount for us. We want to make sure that everyone is safe, and we will be organising the security arrangements, so you won't have to worry anything about that. Okay, so in summary, I'd just like to sort of recap that Nigeria and West Africa is an emerging market with strong potential, a strong growing population, the developing infrastructure, the heightened security needs, and of course the fact that there is no current platform to bring the buyers and sellers together. So we believe that UBM Montgomery can deliver this event. We think we've got the right partnerships in place, and whilst we're not saying this as a market is without risks, we think that those prepared to take a risk will find a very rewarding experience. So